Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Signs of the Sojourner, where I am just so excited to get back out on the road again. We're going to have a chat with Samuel here, and first of all, I love what they've done with their facial hair, but also it feels like that must take a lot of effort to maintain, right? What a nightmare. I'm probably somewhat biased against facial hair. I have definitely have some pretty strong negative feelings about it, you know, owing to personal trauma on account of being a trans lady and everything. Anyway, let's have a chat with Nadine before anything else happens. Talking to Nadine feels like a good way to gather information. Nadine's checking in with the Caravaners, kicking tires and preparing for the road ahead. If you ride with the Caravan this time, it's the full route, no training wheels. You think you can handle that? I would have preferred to have done it that way last time. I usually expect folks to be more experienced before taking them along. I'm making an exception here. I won't hold your hand. I can help around Romina, but I gotta look out for everyone else too. Alright, good start. Narrowly surviving. Let's just do an accord, shall we? Ooh. Alright, we're taking that card. Hopefully we will be allowed to take that card. Yeah, obviously cards with multiple symbols on their sides are very, very valuable. The road from Aldhurst to Romina is mountainous. Be prepared. I came by the store earlier. Not bad. You keep this up, Bartow might stay on the route after all. And believe it or not, I have faith in you. You made it to Aldhurst your first time out. It's a promising start. I do think in this case it literally could not have not made it, but I appreciate what you're saying. Oh, interesting. She has a square diamond. Let's just go ahead and do one of these. You know, you are welcome to ride with us, but I won't lie and say the Caravan is always the easiest route. It's good for providing safety and expertise, but it's a long road. You'll get a good haul, but you'll be exhausted by the end. I'll get you there, but it's still on you to acquire the goods you need. Just remember, you can't please everyone. You'll have a hard time on the road if you try to. She nods to herself as she gives your truck a once-over and continues with her inspections. She's trying so hard to teach us game mechanics, but in like a diegetically satisfying way. So the question here is, do we replace circle circle with this, or do we replace like triangle circle with this? We talked to a lot of circle people. So expanding the number of circles we have is not a terrible idea. Right now I have 4 cards that have circle on the left, plus the 2 accords. I think I'm going to replace the circle triangle, actually, the blank circle triangle. This effectively gives us another triangle for talking to triangle folks. Yeah, Elias is next. No, you know what? Elias is last. Samuel, owner of the roadhouse, Mom's old friend. Samuel's out back by the smoker, flipping an enormous rack of ribs with his bare hands. He's been at it so long he barely feels the flames. I also have worked kitchen jobs that have left me with nerve damage in my hands. He wipes his greasy mitts on his apron, then rushes over to give you a bear hug. There you are, kiddo. I was starting to think you'd forgotten about your old pal Samuel. I haven't seen you around so much lately. Not since, well, you know, not since the funeral. Okay, I mean, it's pretty easy to get along with Samuel. I feel like we can manage this. Let's just carry the accord over to the next stage. Yep, losing your mom left a giant-sized hole in this town, that's for sure. Everyone here's been so damn down, including myself. And the fact that business has been so slow around here lately, well, that don't help things much either. It's good to mourn, but let it go on too long, then it becomes a mope. That's not good. Not what your mom would have wanted. Feeling a little bit judged as a sort of a mopey person. I've been thinking, Bartok could really use a kickstart. A pick-me-up, if you will. A night of fun and dancing right here at the roadhouse to rejuvenate the town and hopefully even bring in some new customers? What do you think? I think that sounds like a great idea, Samuel. I cannot actually do an accord with you here, but... Oh, we're going to be fine. Already spoke to Elias about organizing a show portion of the evening, and guess what? He's planning on doing a special performance. Didn't realize he knew how to play any instruments, but that kid's full of surprises. I'm also going to be cooking up something special for the occasion. But oh, that reminds me. You think you could help me stock up on my secret ingredient? How secret are we talking here? Chatter. Oh, chatter allows you to immediately play another card. Just combo with yourself. It does seem awfully useful. I want that chatter. Around Romina, this one fella ferments his own vinegar. I used to cook with it when I lived out east. The taste can't be beat. Thanks, kiddo. It's good to see you holding down the fort. I know it's hard, but we'll get through all this together. I really dig Samuel's tats. Samuel's jubilant disposition is infectious. He sends you on your way, but not before giving you another hug and a handful of smoked ribs, which is like a hug for your insides. Okay, try to get vinegar from Romina. Yeah, give me this for sure. It is a little rough that it's a triangle. I think I might replace a triangle circle. Yeah. A card from your experience to gain and a card from your past to forget. You locate Elias by following the sound of a woodwind instrument. He's standing on a rock, performing for an empty field. You've never seen him use an instrument in his life. Oh, I need your help. Samuel told you about the big event, right? We're gonna pull in so many visitors we won't even need the caravan. Maybe. I'm gonna perform, but I'm not a musician. Yeah, well, that's gonna make it more challenging. Could you maybe have thought of this before having this idea? I'm going to save the clarify. Let's do this for now. Well, at this point, I think I'd rather play the clarify than this. I want to hold on to this as long as possible. Seriously, I only have this plastic recorder. I can't go on stage with this. I'd die right there on the spot. If you find any instruments on the road, please grab them for me. Not for free, of course. I'm good for it. Maybe you can find something at the big Aldhurst Cook-Off Festival? Your mom used to bring back the best toys from that. I mean, I'm too old for toys now, of course. But they sell instruments there, too. Elias, nobody is too old for toys. That's ridiculous. In the meantime, I'll just practice with this recorder for the worst case scenario. Just remember you're not alone. We're doing what we can to keep this town on the caravan route too. Yeah, it's good that other people have plans because I'm not apparently so great at this caravan thing. This behavior is unusual for Elias, this desperation for new experiences. Your promises alleviate his worries, at least for the moment. Okay, Aldhurst is hosting a cook-off. Elias needs an instrument. So here's the question. Do I want to change my deck at all here? Do we want to pick up the accommodate and like put it over top of one of the blank double circle, or do I want to just replace an accommodate with the accommodate? And people play a fair number of double symbol cards. Being very accommodating is perhaps a good way to work ourselves into conversations. Perhaps this is risky, but I'm going to do this. We're going to replace our last blank double circle with this accommodate. Elias is just tapping his feet to a beat in his head. In a very musical mood all of a sudden. Okay, so the caravan's going Pachenko, Clifton, Bukombora, Aldhurst. We do not have to go with them necessarily. If we do go with them, obviously we'll be able to talk to Nadine, but I'm not 100% sure what the value of that is. We definitely want to be in Aldhurst when the cook-off's happening, so I guess we want to break from the caravan in that way at the very least. We know how to get from Bartow to Clifton immediately. Go visit Isabella. I'm really pretty, I'm pretty uncertain what the right thing to do is here. I mean, I kind of want to see what's going on out this way. But we want to be in Aldhurst on day 21, and I probably don't want to backtrack for it. So I guess... Here's a question. I'm not allowed to just pass time, am I? Like the only way I think I have of passing time is traveling. So if we take the caravan route, we definitely will not be in Aldhurst at the right time. But we could like leave and come back. I'm going to go with the caravan for right now. I definitely want to go to Pachenko again, because there are people we know there. We might be able to pick up some stuff to sell. Nadine's checking in with the other caravan members. We're not allowed to talk to Rohit yet. He seems young. I guess I'm, also, but like, is he allowed to drive? Here in Pachenko, the streets are rowdy with celebration. Parents corral their children around dynamic sculptures. Old friends collide into spontaneous talks. Dog tails wag with the velocity of fan blades. Is it always like this around here? Isabella looks stressed, perhaps from performing too many tasks. Though Isabella's store smells as good as always, she seems stressed, split between tasks that would keep multiple people busy. Kinda hoping she'll have more things to tell us about our mom. Oh, it's so lovely to have you back. Could you put these gloves on, please? My assistant didn't come in. Don't worry, I won't work you to death. I just need you to prepare an ice bath while I stir this mixture. I mean, that seems pretty doable. I can take a moment to help you out with that, I would like to say. Okay, good, and we are given the ability to do so. Yep, let's just carry that forward. How firm do you like your licorice? I don't add much flour anymore. Too tough on my teeth. I didn't know there was flour involved. I guess I don't know anything about the way licorice is made. I suppose I sort of assumed it was just sugar. Yes, this will be a good batch. I can tell. Soft, chewy, almost closer to gelatin than licorice. That's how your mom always preferred it, That makes sense. I can see that. Yeah, I will chatter myself into... I guess... Yeah, I was going to say I'll chatter myself into an accord, but actually doing that ends the conversation, so who cares? It's so nice having you around the shop. Marcus and I haven't been getting on lately. Her word carries a lot of weight with the Circle, Pachenko's wealthiest patrons. Around here, they're the closest thing in town to a governing body. Reckon they're why friends have been avoiding me. Oh well. Just think of it as one more reason to stop by and see me again soon. Helping Isabella out is always a worthwhile learning opportunity, especially as one of Mom's friends, and apparently she's being socially ostracized as punishment for something. I'm not wild about taking on either of these cards, actually. But we don't actually get the choice not to. I might just replace the Observe. I don't think I want to increase my density of circles on the left is the thing. With 3 plus the Accord, I feel like we're... Yeah, I'm gonna just lose a little bit of insight here. Also, I don't know if that name should be pronounced Marquez or... I'm gonna keep pronouncing it that way for the moment. Well, let's have a chat with her. She's over having a talk with a group of artists. There's an outdoor art show in the square with a well-to-do crowd in attendance. Your dusty attire raises eyebrows as you browse. Stopping to study an oil painting of an abandoned city, you're suddenly aware of being studied yourself. Don't mind me. I can't help but delight in the sight of new faces around Pachenko. My name is Marcus, and this little show is all my doing. I heard about your mom. Please accept my deepest condolences. I'd have rolled out the red carpet if I'd have known of your coming. So, is that piece your favorite? Okay, she's kind of feeling us out. There's an uncertainty here. Not ready for an accord, perhaps? Well, that's a problem. I guess we'll use this. She can match off of this. Probably, hopefully. Oh, it's not your favorite. Interesting. Very interesting. Damn it, I felt like we were really getting somewhere there. Do I want to chatter? I'm going to just form an accord here real quick. And I guess we'll carry the accord to the next phase of the conversation. It didn't form. I'm a little worried. I don't know why sometimes it carries over, but other times it doesn't. It might be that the accommodates don't carry it forward because they don't technically have the symbols on them. Well, it's a bit dour for my tastes, but to be drawn to that piece in particular, you must have a keen eye for art. The city in the painting is Hara, once great, now dead and abandoned. It's distracting to focus on the unpleasantness of the past. Wouldn't you rather enjoy some cute cat paintings from a circle artist? Oh, you haven't heard of the circle. Strange, but your attire does suggest you've been spending your time under a rock. Well, no matter. You're here now, and it's no accident. You see, I too have a keen eye for talent. Okay, that works. I was kind of hoping to be able to carry the accord over. The circle is Pachenko's council of patrons, of which I am one, obviously. Our guidance is what sets this town apart from the others. No art means no vision, no future, the makings of a dead, sterile civilization. Not unlike Hara here. Your mom shared the circle's vision, you know. Many years ago, Pachenko was her home. The town owes a lot to her. The first time I met her, I had a very good feeling. The same one I feel talking to you now. I do hope you'll come back. The circle can always use new friends. So I don't trust this lady at all. Not even a little bit. Just clarify something real quick here. Okay. However, I do think I want to be on her good side for right now because I would like to get in with the circle and like see if we can maybe learn something about Mom. Alas, I really must be running along now, but please, have some wine. Consider it a welcome gift. Don't be shy, I always provide far more than my guests can drink. No need to thank me now. I'm sure we'll talk again soon, won't we? Marcus seems to know more than she lets on, but she wasn't kidding about the wine. The crate of red wine is almost too heavy to carry back to the truck. Interesting. And she mentioned Hara, but we don't have any way of like really interacting with that. I think I don't want to modify very much at the moment. Let's try to hold steady. I'm trying to create room for us to pick up some diamonds here. So, and I guess with that, it's time to move on. So does that draw Hara on my map? It does, but we have no way of getting there. All right. To Clifton then. Okay. Familiar faces here. Also, we'll actually be allowed to talk to Rohit and find out what his deal is. You're approaching a welcoming rest stop off the side of the road. Travelers sit around sharing stories. I would like to join them for a spell. If resting will let me burn a fatigue, that would be lovely. One woman entrances the group with a story of a massive dust storm outside Clifton. You listen and learn, preparing for the road ahead. Choose a card to gain a single-use accord. Oh, that's interesting. I probably want it to be one of the cards that isn't double symbols, right? So that because the other card, the double symbol cards are already good at generating accords. Let's throw it on here. On this visit to Clifton, there's more time to observe the distant beauty around it. The rows of sheer cliff faces, portraits of sedimentation built through centuries. Must be why so many rooftops here have chairs and tables. I kind of want to talk to the stranger first. We're maybe never going to be better equipped for this conversation than we are right now, but then again, we could try the strategy of doing this last so that we can pick up another one of these cards and be more prepared for the road ahead. There's still one more like triangle circle city between here and Aldhurst though, right? Yeah, I don't know. That's tricky. Let's talk to Rohit. Let's see what Rohit's deal is. Rohit diligently loads crates of pecans into the back of his pale blue truck. A dust gale blows through, which leaves him spitting out a mouthful of sand. He jumps when you walk up behind him. Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were Nadine. She's kind of scary. Wait, please don't tell her I said that. I'm grateful that she let me work with the Caravan. It's not like I ever could have come this far on my own. Plus, she got an amazing deal for these pecans. Okay, Rohit's easy to get along with or easy to piss off. Yeah, we can just forge ahead on that. Me? I was working at my parents' grocery store before joining up. They didn't want me to leave, so I stowed away in the back of Nadine's truck. Okay, so he's not driving on his own. I feel better about that. Yeah, I was really surprised when she let me work for the Caravan instead of dropping me off at Pachenko. She had to have known, right? She seems like pretty eagle-eyed to me. Okay, easy enough. I bet caravan travel comes naturally to you. Your mom was one of the first people to join up, right? Rohit is new to caravan life, but he's no less eager to learn the ropes. You help him load up the truck as he chats about his home. I mean, I guess I don't really want this card. I kind of was holding on to it for chatting with the stranger. I mean, this is not a big change, right? It's not good, but it's not a big change. It's fine. What's up with Klaus? Of all the merchants in Clifton, Klaus runs the only entirely empty stall that nonetheless remains open for business. From appearances alone, it's not clear what that business is. Confused tourists scan the stall and walk on. It appears your travels have been prosperous. Congratulations to you. It's good to see you thrive. I'm afraid I'm fresh out of roasted nuts, supply issues and so on. Nothing to be done about it in these times. Well, she's definitely moving stolen goods, right? Like, I'm gonna just... Do we want to blow this? No, I kind of want to learn a little bit more about her at this point. And I don't feel like we're agreeing to anything necessarily yet. What's this you have? Licorice. Reminds me of absinthe when prepared with a sugar cube. The wonders of this world never cease, to be sure. You know, Clifton isn't my home. I travel, much like yourself. Alright, I'm gonna keep playing along with her for the moment. She's not trying to... I don't feel like she's trying to rope me into a crime this time, so... Bummer. Can you maybe work with this? Okay, good enough. Do you find these places you go welcome you, arms open? You can't always trust a smile, I've learned. Over and over. I wondered, the more I mistrusted, was it my fault? But it often has nothing to do with you, not personally. Remember that. God damn it. One moment Klaus stands in front of you alluding to troubles affecting her life or everyone's lives, and the next she vanishes with my licorice. I knew it. I knew I should have just cut her off. I shouldn't have. Okay. We're done with Klaus. Just do this. Oh, hey. Howdy, Alexis. After the theft, no one looks you in the eye. Idle merchants become busy as you pass. Have you contracted a disease? You approach a nut merchant who hastily tries to close. Excuse me, stranger, but I must break for lunch. Come back another time, or don't. Okay, hey now, I haven't done anything. All right, I'm gonna put in a lot of the work on this part of the conversation. It's a bummer that these cards don't generate... Well, okay, no, it generated an accord that time. Oh, you can't generate an accord with yourself, right? That makes sense. Oh, I can't be so cruel to a newcomer. Around Clifton, it's an ill omen to be stolen from. Your bad luck spreads. Superstitious, sure, but notice how others stare simply because we converse. Now I'm marked, at least for a time. By the way, I've heard roasted nuts cure bad luck. I happen to be their foremost provider. Yeah, alright. Listen, I was already buying. Okay, that time we carried the accord across. Cashews, almonds, pecans? My poor naive friend, I have every nut that still grows in this dying world, roasted to perfection. Nevertheless, if you seek the one who stole from you, I know she flees to Desert Oasis. It's a long road, seemingly endless, but the Oasis waits at the end. A perfect reward. Okay, well, we're gonna have to spend that accord here. Okay, that works. A predictable thief. Odd, isn't it? How does she make ends meet? Who knows? Take some nuts. This has been a very strange conversation. You're kind of a weird person, Alexis. It's awful kind of Alexis to share their knowledge of Clifton and to provide roasted nuts at such a low price. I think I do want to swap that circle triangle back to a triangle circle. And now we're going to have a chat with the stranger as he puts out his cigarette. The stranger sleeps on a woven plastic mat on the side of the road. People ignore him as they pass. You might regret this, or you could get a fantastic education for free. You make your choice. When the serpent swallows the sun, we are all left with the consequences. Have you learned? Ooh, wow, okay, this is gonna be real easy to fuck up. And I did it, hooray! There's no arguing with you, is there? A colorful bird catches your eye for a moment. When you turn back around, the stranger is studying a leaf. And I guess the conversation's over, and since they didn't play even a single card, we have nothing to learn. Well, I guess let's move on. I mean, this'll space out our travel a little bit. We'll hit Aldhurst at the right time. And I would like to get my licorice back. That said, do I feel like we can actually do that? Do I feel like it's safe to try? How concerned am I that attempting to get the licorice back is just going to get me robbed again? The answer is pretty concerned. Maybe we just cut our losses. We move on to Old Marais. We hit Aldhurst for the cook-off on the way back. My whole situation's going to be all fucked up. I'm going to be so tired by then. Alright, let's do it. Should have just cut Klaus off. It's fine. It's fine. Alexis's vague directions bore fruit, toward the rising sun, toward the long expanse, until the shimmering desert air reveals a resort hidden in a sea of dunes. Travelers from centuries past must have felt relieved to find this place. So Klaus is cautious of anyone who comes near. I am not giving her any time to dump the goods. We are right after her. Finding the desert oasis was the hard part. Now that you're here, Klaus stands out like a sore thumb. A living, breathing person in an environment where other life conceals itself inside vast red dunes. She makes no effort to run. You found me. No small task. Did chance bring you here? Or intel? I suppose I have made enemies. Okay, let's try to generate an accord. I want this to go well. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should be trying to... What does getting along with her mean? Does it mean I talk her into giving me my licorice back, or does it mean that I get tricked again? The thing is, I have neither the ability nor probably the inclination to take my licorice back by force. So I guess let's try to come out of this on the same side. And hopefully she won't just steal my roasted nuts as well. I don't owe you an explanation. Groveling, indeed, is beneath me. What I feel in this moment is bewilderment. Well, I think you're going to find yourself charmed by me. I'm very charming. But also some euphoria, to be sure. It is riveting to be chased. Don't you feel it too? Some excitement? Even heroism? You know, here's the thing I don't know about this game. I wonder if it is different to fail the conversation, like if the outcome narratively actually changes, if you fail out the conversation at different points. Like, would hitting the black mark now be different from hitting the black mark at the beginning? Here, I'll return what I stole. I owe you that much. You and I, perhaps, we could be partners? Seek me out. No, I'm done with you, for sure. Klaus seems convinced by your arguments, at least on the surface. As she turns away to head into Desert Oasis, she winks, fingers crossed behind her back. She returned my licorice, but her finger... Are we going to find out that we're missing something else? Do I want to gain a chatter? Or do I want to just replace my current chatter with this one? I do think chatter is pretty good. You know what? I'm going to replace the card in my hand. Well, we're just about to talk to a person who has squares, though. Maybe I don't want to do that. Heck, I'm just going to replace this with it. Theo. Sometimes, when not relaxing, he sells dried fruit. A stall outside the resort displays long baskets of colorful dried fruit. I got very lost in the wording there immediately. Tiny identification signs poking up from piles of prunes, apricots, and bananas. It seems unattended until a loose pile of clothes and hair opens its eyes. Feel free to sample the apricot. Not too much, though. I've got a business to run here. You know, mouths to feed. Okay, I'll try to take it easy on your apricots. This is not helpful. Like, playing that just makes it so he has to be the one who breaks the accord. Would I be better off just playing another... Yeah, I'm just going to play an accommodate. Oh, he doesn't have another square in hand. I'll reconsider. Redraws your hand when played. Okay. I thought I was giving him the opportunity to build. That's fine. The sun's beaten down awful hard today, even by Desert Oasis standards. Gotta conserve energy. Yeah, shit. And that's gonna... Alright, let me try to give him something he can work with. Speak up, buddy. My hearing ain't what it used to be. Alright, I think you and I were just destined not to get along today. I'm gonna make it your fault, though. Kids today, they don't know the value of dried fruit. You let Theo get back to his nap, which he indeed does. Maybe he'll be more personable after some rest. No, that's on me. Well, we're going to take the one with the reconsider. And I think this card's pretty bad for us. I think I'm just going to replace this with a different card that's pretty bad for us, but at least lets me redraw my hand. The loud, shaky snores warn visitors to leave him alone. I'm going to be honest with you. My esophageal condition is bothering me a lot today. I'm going to try to make it through the end of this journey, but I may have to call it early, potentially. Pick up 2 fatigues. Okay. An older woman reads a worn-out hardcover on a wooden bench. A couple races their bicycles down the lone dirt road. Everyone looks your way as your truck passes. When there's no caravan around, Bukombora returns to normal. But Matilda made us a promise. Well, I don't think she promised, but you know what I mean. Matilda sits in front of a tea table, cross-legged on a pillow. Her store is dark, shades drawn, dimly lit only by candles. She opens her eyes to invite you forward. You're here for matcha. How did I know? The leaves told me. Would you like your fortune told? I mean, I think our history together probably did a lot of the telling. I'll walk you through the ritual. Just take a seat in front of your cup. Go ahead, drink. Leave only a little. Okay, hopefully this is going to go a little bit more smoothly. Do I want to save the other chatter? Not really. Okay, pretty good. Isn't that warm? Sit for a minute. Chill out. Think about your future. All the potential paths ahead. And now, as promised, I'll read the leaves. Hold on. I don't recognize this symbol. I gotta look this one up. Sorry. Are we gonna be able to make it through this interaction? I'm seeing sand? Yeah, wow. Tons of sand and sun. Looks like a beach trip. Oh, actually that's totally a desert. Wide as the eye can see. No, wait, long as the eye can see. Did she mention Longgate? I don't know that is correct. Okay, I am so happy you did that. Well, that was fun. Thanks for letting me tell your future. Careful if you take the direct road to Bartow. It's rarely traveled and not maintained. Okay, it's good to know about a direct road for later. Lots to think about after such predictions. At least you have some matcha to drink while you dwell over it all. You know, I just started getting into tea a little bit. I've never had any matcha. I have no idea even really what it is. I think we're going to drop the card with the square on it. I just don't... I don't see it being useful. And I think at this point I'd rather have a double circle than another double triangle. Alright, so this will get us to Aldhurst during the cook-off, right? Like the cook-off started today, I think. Yeah. Okay, let's go say howdy. 4 fatigues is so rough. All around the central plaza... Oh, hey. All around the central plaza, tables are heaped high with fragrant dishes and homemade treats. Some sort of festival is underway. Toward the back of the plaza, 2 especially large stations dominate the area. So... You're the pickle guy. You're probably the vinegar person, right? Those could be vinegar stains. We're going to talk to Tosudo first and see if we can't maybe pick up another diamond. Also, at some point, I'll decide how this guy's name is pronounced. You spot Tosudo's pacing alone. He tugs at his collar as if overheating before catching you staring. Swiftly, he corners you before you can escape. He was probably just practicing his Rodney Dangerfield impression. You there! Someone, anyone, must know the truth, that they might repeat it. And what is the truth, you ask? Why, I've been sabotaged. Monstrously, immorally sabotaged. Yeah, was Klaus here too? Okay, awkward time for a diamond. Did I stutter? Yes, sabotaged. Even as we speak, the small and feeble conspire to tear down the great and fearless. Yes, sabotaged by my very own brother Haruto. Haruto, probably. Well, your circles and your circles and diamonds, right? So I wish I knew it was in your hand. I definitely don't want to play the chatter. Bah, a true genius is never recognized as such by his contemporaries. Inherits the right-hand symbols from the previous card. Oh, elaborate's great. That rules. So this should totally work here then. And then diamonds. Fuck. Well, I can get us through this stage of the conversation at least. I made a bold, daring, and desperate attempt to concoct a vinegar replacement. Alas, it did not... well, let's just say it's not quite the same. Well, I suppose the die is cast. Can't be helped. Oh, I see that look. You're thinking, oh, that's so Tosudo. I assure you, this isn't theater. It's serious business. Sadly, I can't even follow my own chatter with anything. And I'm feeling real tired. Oh, so you're taking my brother's side. I won't soon forget this. Shit. That doesn't break, but he can't match a triangle. Gosh, I drew all of my fatigue. Enough. I have vastly more important matters to which I must attend in this most precarious of moments. Unable to get a word in edgewise, you slip away, leaving Tosudo to his catastrophizing. Yeah, I definitely want this, for sure. Let's take it over... Circle triangle, maybe? And then we'll just go have a chat with Salem. There are very few triangles left in my deck at this point, but we do have a ton of fatigue that can still spoil things, so... Onlookers gather like dark clouds over a battlefield. This can only mean one thing. You've arrived just in time for Salem and Tosudo's cook-off. You find Salem making final preparations in his shop. You are just in time to witness the downfall of Tosudo. Every single time it's different. This cook-off is just what I need to put that pungent pickle pusher in his place, once and for all. He seems dramatic to me. Okay. That works for now. Fate is full of surprises, but it never makes mistakes. In the end, the deserving prosper and the undeserving are punished. It has nothing to do with luck. Okay, I guess we'll see. The sheer variety of my dishes speaks for itself. The colors alone catch the eye, and as any expert will tell you, appearance is 70% of taste. What, you ask, is the secret to making profoundly wonderful kimchi? Why, it's believing in yourself, of course. Yeah, that's what I always figured. Removes all cards back to the last valid match. Oh, so okay, it just crushes non-matching cards. That seems awfully useful. And it continues the accord. Here's me hoping you have a circle. Hell yeah. Be bold, be brave, be colorful, like this kimchi. History will remember you fondly. That's my philosophy, and, as you can see, it served me well. By the way, if you're heading north, take the back roads to avoid any panhandlers, hitchhikers, or leeches of any other stripe. Okay, now we know how to get to Honka, that's useful. You managed to give Salem the slip. Seeing as how he's perfectly capable of carrying a conversation on his own, you're not sure he'll even notice. I really like this piece of music. I think this town theme is my favorite in the game. Yeah, I feel like I want this backtrack for sure. Do we want to just take it over our existing diamond, or do we want to expand our number of diamonds? I think I'm kind of segging out of triangles, so I'm just going to drop one of the chatters. And we'll head on over to Romina. That's good to know. I'm not going to take advantage of it today, but yeah, I definitely want to go get some vinegar. And hopefully we can actually manage this. We don't pick up any more fatigue, at least. That's nice. Our deck is so bad. Resting on the roof of your truck one evening, you browse through some of Mom's old notes. I could just put them aside and focus, or we could recall her stories. I want to recall her stories about the road. Oh, that rules. Mom used to reminisce about her childhood by the coast. Thinking of her, you feel some of your fatigue melt away. So she grew up next to the coast and then moved to Pachenko for a while, I guess? I wonder what would have happened if we'd taken the other option. Oh, hey. Romina lies among the hills, overlooking terraced vineyards and the coast far below. Packs of children run across the crumbling limestone walls around the outer limits, pretending their sticks are ancient swords. In theory, we should be pretty good at getting along with this dude at this point. We've learned so much from his brother. You wander onto a farm whose door has a faded open sign, though it's difficult to tell if it's a business that welcomes visitors. You aren't local. Where are you from? Not a lot of folks come around, Romina. Welcome. I've decided to go very contrasting between the two brothers. Yeah, we can work with that. Alright, that's excellent news. I think we're going to get through this. No, sorry, I'm not Pseudo. That's my twin brother. Not that he'd ever admit it. Like, Tessuto's whole thing is an affectation anyway, right? You know how long fermentation takes on a good vinegar? That's the pace of life around here. No thrills. Someone has to do it. Family farm. My brother, he ran off to Aldhurst, started a business. Good riddance. Okay. Like, he's guaranteed to be able to play off of this, right? Yep, and then I can work with that. Rock. I find you much easier to get along with than your brother. And guess who's left with all the responsibilities? Funerals and such, the drudgeries of life. You're looking at him. I don't do direct sales much, but take some vinegar. Be sure to let folks know where it's from. If you're traveling onwards, old Murray at least buys plenty of my vinegar. Just be careful. More than one truck has gotten stuck on that route. You walk away with some vinegar, unsure if it was worth it. What does that mean? I like her. I like that dude. Do we want to change things up any more than we already have? If we pick up too many diamonds, we're going to start finding it hard to get along back at home. We could just replace the double circle with a double circle and not change much. Or I could drop the other double triangle. No, I think I'm just going to stick it out for the moment. So we'll have 4 fatigue cards at Old Murray. I think it's worth trying at least. How long is it going to take to get home? Day 36. We have to be back by 45, was it? 44. So if I do this... Ooh. So right now it's 31. So it's 5 days travel back. If we go out to Old Moray... We'll get there on day 35, and then it'll be day 45 when we get back to Bartow. I think we'd better just go back. I'm very curious about Old Moray, but I think if we don't go back now, we're gonna miss the Roadhouse show. Unless it's so hard to tell. No. I'm pretty sure that's right. Let's just head back. But next time we might just head east instead of going with the caravan. You come across a roadhouse packed with travelers while a storm darkens the horizon. Yeah, we have enough time that we can pull off the road and wait it out. Not long after joining the others, the dust storm engulfs the shelter. You surprise yourself by breaking out of your shell to tell a story and lighten the mood. Choose a card to gain chatter. I kind of want to give chatter to this. Because this will let us play accords or accommodates off of almost anything then. Yeah, I'm going to do that. That is now a very high value card. It's hard to imagine wanting to replace the double symbol card anyway, so I think that'll end up being good. A storm kicks up as you approach Bartow. I remember this. Rain, thunder, the whole drama. A stray mutt runs into the middle of the road. You hit the brakes and honk your horn, trying to scare it to safety, but it doesn't run. You silly, adorable little thing. Oh, it's all sad. Okay, buddy. A dog's love matches all symbols. I should not play the chatter, though, because I won't be able to follow it. Try to clarify something with a dog. Here's the thing. What a sweetheart. You would have to try very hard to fail that, right? You'd have to chatter yourself into mismatches. The mutt hops into your passenger seat and looks at you with love in his eyes. Guess you have a new companion. You call him Thunder, and he doesn't mind. Spending time with Thunder makes you feel less fatigued. Hooray! I think we only have one interaction to get through here, but, you know, it could still be difficult with the road on my mind and everything. The more you return home, the less it feels like home. The birds learn new songs, the roads play tricks on you, fresh dramas become ancient history. Everyone lives their lives without you, the same way you lived without them. Elias drums his knuckles on your window before you've even unbuckled your seatbelt. Hopefully that little composition means he's prepared for the Roadhouse performance. Sadly, I did not, You found an instrument, right? I'm not screwed? The recorder sounds so bad. Here's the thing about that, actually. You didn't find any instruments? Not even a cheap guitar? Oh, this is bad. This is so very bad. Yeah, sorry about that. I got kind of caught up in my own drama, which I guess is appropriate thematically. Well, I have become pretty awesome with the recorder, relatively. We'll see. Okay, just keep getting along. Whew. Yeah, I can feel the fatigue building though. You owe me. Not only are you coming to the Roadhouse, but you gotta cheer the whole time, louder than the booze. I hope we pull in enough visitors. Elias looks devastated. Hopefully he can pull off a miracle with that recorder. We'll just have to make do. I think we're not going to change anything here. got some good stuff for the shop. Like, we really killed it, honestly. Just not so much with our interpersonal relationships. Yeah, that's not ideal. Samuel's show at the roadhouse draws in a respectable crowd, to Elias's horror. Matilda's famous matcha went to the hydroponic farmer, hoping to improve his own tea crops. Interesting. The day laborer bought up all the kimchi, planning a special meal for his husband. Aw, that's sweet. Samuel bought the red wine to stock at the roadhouse, and I assume the vinegar to prepare house salads for the roadhouse show. Good news for us. And while picking up groceries, Samuel couldn't stop raving about the quality of spices from Tsende canals. And nobody bought the licorice. Well, I guess that's fine. We still have something here for next month. Home is a comfort zone. It's a lot like an old sweater, or like a favorite old sweater. You know exactly what to expect, and that makes it comfy, but you can't wear it forever. It's time to hit the road. Or rather, it will be, when we all come back next time. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time tomorrow, we're headed out once again, and this time I think we're striking out eastward on our own. There are so many things I want to know about Mom, and I know that there's stuff going on with the circle, but we were told something about Old Murray on day 1, weren't we? I feel like we need to investigate that direction, and I don't think I was very successful at doing that in the previous playthrough, so information will be our currency. And then also, hopefully, we're going to pick up a bunch of other currencies, because we do have to keep this shop open and everything. So come back next time for that, and we'll see you then.